Hi guys, and welcome to our WWE Wrestle Palooza 2025 prediction video. Yes, I'm back with Callum, and Sab is back as well. Woohoo! It's good to have you back on the channel, Sab. Of course, he's missed the last few videos, unfortunately, but it's good to have you back, Sab. So the three of us are back for the first time since I think July when we did Evolution and Saturday Night Main Event. So yes, next weekend we have Wrestle Palooza in Indianapolis. It's being big. It's quite a big show. When it first got announced, I think I was like, "What kind of Wrestle Palooza? What kind of name is that?" But apparently, it was an ECW pay-per-view back in the '90s, and they brought it back for the first time in like 25 years. And yeah, it's a pretty decent looking card. I can't lie. I'm actually quite excited. Yeah, guys, are you looking forward to Wrestle Palooza?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, I think WWE have got a good well, I don't know, good track record. They've got a track record in recent years of just bringing back old school pay-per-view names, and then stick just to sell a few more tickets on a or what normally is like a B-level or glorified house show. But this one does feel a little bit bigger with the names that are on there and a few big returns. So yeah, actually, this is quite a big deal. So I'm really looking forward to see what goes down. So I'm looking forward to get into it, and it's good to be back on the channel as well. I missed you both.
Oh, missed you too, Sab. Callum.
Yeah, I mean, quite a lot of back to back. Well, not back to back, but quite a lot of pay-per-views in quick succession of each other. SummerSlam, Clash in Paris, and obviously now Wrestle Palooza. And so I'm surprised you haven't done that so far. You just don't want to do it, did you? You didn't want to embarrass yourself. Anyway, yeah, I mean, obviously having it so close together, but it's good. I mean, I'm one of those people who quite likes a lot of pay-per-views. The more wrestling I can get, the better. So yeah, bring it on.
Yeah, just to confirm, Callum, that's an inside joke. Me and Callum, we've been going Wrestlepalooza because we're big Scooby
Okay,
because
I was
we're big Scooby Doo fans. But
right. Okay, thank you for explaining. I was really
it's
confused for a second.
anyway, it was the look on your face. You were like,
Well, I thought maybe did the sound just glitch for a second? That's what I thought happened, and then and then
oh,
I thought Adam laughing like I must be missing
Oh, I'm
something here.
sorry.
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
dear.
it's okay.
No,
I'm sorry.
it's all good fun. Right.
Yeah.
So let's get to it then. So the first match we have is a tag team match. Yes, we have the Usos, Jay and Jimmy, teaming up again, going up against the Vision, Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker. And this one's kind of come out of nowhere, really. And they had a brief interaction, I think, on Raw, didn't they? And Jimmy and Jay are like back teaming together now. We've known about Bronson and Bron for ages now, obviously with Seth's faction. Um, and Sab, you can start with this one. Who's getting the win here?
Well, yeah, like you said, has sort of come out of nowhere. Although, like, I guess some of these guys have sort of been in the story for a
Mm.
while, but this match is, yeah, has just sort of come out of nowhere. Having said that, I think Jimmy and Jay are much better when they're together. I think that's fair to say, and I think they can just be brought back together whenever. They don't need a big reunion kind of thing now. So I think this is going to be a good match, but I feel like they need to give it to Braun and Bronson Reed. Like I think that is a relatively new faction still. They need to be on top. So yeah, I think I'm going to go for them. Just makes sense for them to come away with a win here.
Okay, Callum.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Bron obviously, or Bronson, should I say, lost to Roman at Clash in Paris. Was it Money in the Bank when they both lost against Roman and was it Roman and CM? I can't remember who, CM Punk. Maybe I can't remember who exactly it is who teamed with. But I'm sure they beat them then. And the Usos, it's weird because obviously LA Knight came out to rescue both of them the other night on Raw. And Jimmy was like, "Oh yeah, thanks," or all this kind of stuff. But Jay speared LA Knight, so it seems like possibly could be getting like a Jay Uso heel turn. Might not really be seeing the Usos together for too long. They might obviously have like a oh my god, like DX are back, and then obviously remember like Triple H turned on Shawn Michaels and all that all those years ago. So yeah, I'm not sure we've really got a big Usos comeback. I think maybe Jay maybe even turn on Jimmy, or there'll be a fallout there. But the Vision need to actually get a win behind themselves. So yeah, Bronson and Braun to win.
Yeah, all three of us are in agreement. I'm going with Bron and Bron to get the win as well. Just everything you guys said. They kind of need a win. I know on a PLE, I know they've been very dominant on Raw. Like pretty much every week on Raw, they're just beating down babyface after babyface, but they keep losing on the PLEs. Obviously, like you, Callum said, Bronson Reed lost to Roman at Clash. Roman and Jay beat them at SummerSlam. So they need a win on a PLE. And also, like Callum said, they're definitely teasing something with Jay, is a potential heel turn. Ever since that conversation he had with Roman, he's been acting more and more heelish. So will we see more of that? Will he join the Vision? We'll see. That could be an interesting angle at the end of this match, and a big massive turn on Jimmy going. Jimmy's like, no, no. So, but yeah, Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker to get the win here, and what should be a very fun tag team match. Yeah. Go. Okay. Next up, then, we have. Let's go with a singles match for the vacant Women's World Championship. Yes, we have Io Sky going up against Stephanie Vaquer. Ooh! So, of course, Naomi relinquished the championship after she announced she was pregnant. A bit gutted, to be honest. And obviously, I know having a baby's much more important than a championship reign, but I do think I really wanted to see Naomi have a longer reign with that championship. But of course, congratulations to her and Jimmy. But anyway, here we are for the vacant women's championship. Of course, Stephanie Vaquer was the number one contender after she won that battle royal at Evolution. Yeah. So I'll go with this one first. I think it's quite obvious. I'm going to say Stephanie Vaquer wins this. I think Io Sky doesn't need. She only recently held the women's championship, didn't she? A month or two ago. So, and she's got other stuff going on, hasn't she, with like the Kabuki Warriors? So, yeah. And Stephanie Vaquer, obviously, they're very high on her as like one of the next big things in the women's division. So, just give it to Stephanie Vaquer, and she can have a decent first reign with that women's championship. So, yeah. And so yeah, no, and it should be a great match. I'm sure Io and Stephanie are going to have a fantastic match. But yeah, at the end, Stephanie Vaquer gets the belt. Callum?
Yeah, I agree. I think it would be a mistake to give it back to Io Sky. At this, obviously she held the title until Naomi cashed in Money in the Bank. Anyway, she'd had it for quite a long time since what was it, the first Raw of 2025 or whatever. She had it for quite a lot of months or whatever. Had it held it through WrestleMania, all this kind of stuff. So, Stephanie Vaquer as the new sort of new woman on the block. Obviously, she probably wouldn't have beaten Naomi at Clash in Paris, but now that it's been vacated and stuff, she's got a chance to win it and take the belt through. So definitely should be, and I'm going to predict Stephanie Vaquer to win.
Sab?
Yeah, hard to disagree with all of that. I think they've been looking for a moment to really pull the trigger on Stephanie Vaquer. I think obviously it hasn't quite come with Io Sky having a good title reign and Naomi being super hot as well and winning it. So this seems obviously it's such a shame to lose Naomi, but this seems like a good window for her to pull the trigger. And yeah, like you guys said, Io's just finished the reign, so it'd be weird if she had it again. And now it's Stephanie's time, so definitely has to be her. Stephanie
Okay.
Vaquer.
All three of us then going with Stephanie Vaquer to become the new Women's World Champion. Woo! Cool, cool. Right then, next up we have is a singles match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Yes, we have Cody Rhodes defending his belt, going up against Drew McIntyre. And thank God, I'm chuffed Cody's back on the card because I've been quite vocal on the chat, not too pleased about Cody. I mean, I know he was filming Street Fighter, but I think him missing back-to-back PLEs after the John Cena match at SummerSlam, I'm not a bit a fan of that. But I'm happy to see him back here. Of course, he confronted Drew last night after Drew claymored him through a table a few weeks back. And yeah, so we've got this match. I don't think Drew and Cody have had many matches before. I don't think maybe one or two on Raw or SmackDown, but not on a PLE. So I'm pretty sure these two are going to put on a hell of a match. Sab, you can start this one. Is Cody retaining or is Drew winning the belt?
Oh, I think it's definitely Cody retaining. Like, I would be shocked if anything else happens. And yeah, like you said, it's never good when your champion's not around. This always seems to happen. There's rinse and repeat every time there's a champion. They don't always appear and they go and do other stuff. So because he's back as well and he's first title defense, is it his first title defense since SummerSlam
Uh,
on a show
on a PLE, yeah. I think he
on a
hadn't.
P? Yeah. So in that, especially now, even if that's his first title defense on a PLE, which is crazy, then he definitely is going to win. I think Drew is again. He's starting to get into that territory of even if he loses, it's fine almost kind of thing. He is starting to get to that point, which is a shame. But it's going to be a great match regardless. But Cody's definitely retaining his title, I would think.
Uh, I'll go next. I've seen a lot of people saying Drew should win this, like because Drew deserves a world championship reign. It's been ages since Mania 40 now. Um, but I can't see Cody Rhodes losing in his first defense. Can you? Can I? No. I mean, I would love it if Drew won. Don't get me wrong, because he's long overdue another world title reign after Mania 40. But I just don't see it. Like Sab just said, it's Cody's first title defense since dethroning John Cena. So yeah, Cody will retain it in what will be a very good match, obviously. But yeah, Cody Rhodes to retain. Maybe an interference from Randy Orton because I feel like Randy and Drew's thing isn't quite over yet, despite their match last night on SmackDown. Callum?
Yeah, I mean, you've both kind of summed it up, really. Cody is his first title defense um, on pay-per-view. I'm fairly certain Drew took him out literally on the SmackDown after SummerSlam. That's how long he's been away for, I'm fairly
Oh,
certain.
cool, yeah.
So I don't think he's had a match at all or even been on a show besides that one. Um, so yeah, obviously he came back last night, so it's good to actually see the WWE champion on TV. But yeah, it's his first defense. As much as he could lose it and probably not have much to bother about, he's not going to lose it in his first defense. But I do disagree with Sab in a way. I think Drew needs something to. He doesn't really have what he used to a couple of years ago. Like you just at this point, you expect Drew to go into these matches and lose, and that's not really something that you really want, to have in a superstar. But still, hopefully he'll have a time where he can at least have a reign with it and not have it be 5 minutes and be cashed in on,
Hmm.
like he was at last year's WrestleMania. But anyway, Cody Rhodes to retain.
Just before we move on, when was Drew's last PLE win? That's, do you either of you know?
Did he beat
Let's have a look.
Punk in one of their series?
That was last
Oh
year, though,
yeah.
surely not.
They
Surely
had
not.
like a series, didn't they? Did he win one of those? It was
He
at the
did. He
last.
did win one of those because CM Punk won 2 out of 3. But
Did he have a match at SummerSlam? Let me just check. I'm, look, I'm going to find out when Drew last won a match before we move on. Oh
did he
yeah,
have a match on
I'm
SummerSlam?
scared to think that
well,
that's a.
he
No,
he
he
beat
did. Was it not Randy Orton and he lost?
he beat Randy Orton and Jelly Roll at some
Oh yes, of course, with Logan
when
Paul.
he teamed. That counts when he teamed up with Logan. I guess not singles match, but when he teamed up, I mean, he did win, didn't he? He got the pinfall, didn't he?
That,
But anyway.
that would be interesting to see when his last singles win was.
Okay, okay. So next up, then we have a mixed tag team match. Yes, we have CM Punk and AJ Lee going up against Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Woo! Loud enough. Come on, guys. Have a little dance. So yeah, of course, AJ Lee's back. I think a lot of us did predict this. That Punk needed backup after now Becky's part of the vision after she interfered at the Fatal 4-Way at Clash in Paris. And here we are. AJ Lee's back. She beat up Becky, and here we are, a mixed tag team match. I'm very much down for this. Of course, welcome back, AJ Lee. She's been gone for what, 10 years, and she looks great when she came out on Raw. She just looks like the same old AJ Lee back from 2015, 2014. I am looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a fun match. Sab, you can start with this one. Who's winning? It's very,
yeah. I
it's
mean,
very.
excited, excited for this one. I mean, I was saying to some other friends, I don't think there's anything better in life than a nostalgic wrestling return. I really don't think there is. So we all knew AJ was coming back, but it was still amazing, an emotional thing when she came back. So really, really good to see her. I've always been quite a big fan. So yeah, I mean, this is surely. You don't bring it back just to lose in a first match back. So Punk and AJ are 1,000% winning this. But it's going to be real fun. Really, really looking forward to it, actually. It's going to be a hell of a fun.
Tom?
Yeah, straightforward. I mean, obviously, Seth cashed in on CM Punk. CM Punk got screwed over by Becky at Clash in Paris, so this he needs to get a win in this kind of feud with Seth right now and the Vision. And of course, AJ Lee, like you said, first time back in 10 years. There was massive pop when she came out, and so it's really good to see her, obviously. And so yeah, it makes sense to have CM Punk and AJ Lee beat them, and then the feud continues from there.
Yeah, all in agreement. It's very predictable. AJ Lee and CM Punk are definitely winning this. She's not going to lose her return match back in like 10 years. And Punk kind of needs a win on a PLE too. I know he beat Gunther at SummerSlam, but then he got cashed in on, and he's been beaten down by the Vision quite a lot. And then obviously he lost at Clash in Paris thanks to the Becky interference at the end. So yeah, I think Punk just needs to get one over on Seth at this point now. So yeah, and they're both.
Do we assume that AJ is then going to be, are they going to sort of go their own ways? That AJ is going to be then feuding with Becky? Seemed that was the hint when she picked up the belt. I thought that's where it
Seems
was
like
going.
it.
I'd assume so, yeah, but maybe not straight away. I don't think they want to give AJ Lee a belt straight away, but maybe we'll see. But I think
We'll
I
see.
think we're going to save Punk and Seth maybe for WrestleMania, where Punk finally gets the belt back or gets his rematch with Seth. I don't know, and I think that'll be WrestleMania. I think, but we'll see. All three of us going with CM Punk and AJ Lee. Then on to the main event. Oh boy, yes, we have a singles match. Yes, we have we have John Cena going up against Brock Lesnar. Oh boy. So, yeah, lads, we knew this was coming when after Brock, of course, came back at SummerSlam. Massive shock after like 2 years out, for reasons we won't go into. But anyway, he's back. F5'd John Cena a bunch of times. And then he disappeared for a little bit. We had that match with Logan and John Cena at Clash, but then he came back to Raw SmackDown after and he F5 John Cena again. And then he had a weird segment with R-Truth last night and his pants ripped and whatever that was.
Hold on a minute. He's not called R-Truth. He's called Ron Cena.
Oh, God. So yeah, obviously this does feel like a big deal. I think it's Brock Lesnar and John Cena. These two go way back. Quite a big rivalry in 2014, 2015. And yeah, fair enough. It's one of John Cena's last matches, one of his last few opponents, and one of them will be Brock Lesnar. Um, that being said, I don't like how this match has had zero build apart from a few F5s. Like, why is Brock Lesnar come back in kayfabe? What's the storyline here? Why is Brock back? Maybe it'll be explained on next week's Raw. I think they're going to have a face to face. And I think the match will be brutal. Hopefully Brock hasn't lost a step being out of the ring for 2 years, but we know what we're going to get. F5, suplexes, Kimura locks, and John Cena will do all his moves. I'll go first. I'm going with John Cena to get the win here, though, after a brutal, hard-fought match, because I don't see why Brock would win. This is the last time they're going to have a match together. Just give John Cena the win. He's only beaten Brock once in their rivalry, and that was back in 2012 at Extreme Rules. So yeah, after a brutal, hard-fought match, I think John Cena wins. Sorry, I went off on a bit there. Sorry, guys. So, Sab, who's winning, Brock or Cena?
Ooh, actually, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was unsure because, yeah, it's not clear why Brock has come back. As you said, there's been very little build, which you think there would be a lot of build for such a big, two high-profile guys. No build, other than just Brock Lesnar just coming. So yeah, hopefully we get some kind of explanation. It doesn't really matter, but at the end of the day, but I think I don't know because did you bring Brock Lesnar back for him to lose in his first match? I guess they did that in 2012. So they brought him back in his first match was a loss to John Cena. So I don't know. I'm gonna go rogue here, and I think Brock might win. Actually, I think Brock might win. I don't know why, but I don't know. I know I get it's John Cena's retirement tour, but I also get like if they just brought him back because John Cena wanted to face Brock Lesnar in his last few matches. If so, then yeah, fair enough. You Adam, you're probably right. But just for the sake of interest, I feel like Brock Lesnar coming back, if he's going to be sticking around, you don't make him lose in his first match in 2 years. And if John Cena loses, it's fine. It really is fine, I think. But yeah, just to cause some chaos, I'm going to say Brock wins this one.
Okay, fair enough. Going with a Brock Lesnar win. Callum.
I'm not sure who Brock Lesnar fights if you have after Cena. I mean, there was obviously lots of different opportunities to have Cena to have Brock have matches with people, but I think like Cena's having kind of one and done match feuds, with his retirement tour, except Cody, but that's obviously special kind of title involvement.
Logan Paul. He's had like 3 matches of Logan Paul.
Yeah, okay, all right. Still, I think if Brock was a win, then you'd probably maybe need to have some kind of match where, because he's the one who's been coming out and attacking Cena, so it's like Cena needs to get the win, or if he doesn't win, then he'll probably still want to get the win after whatever. So, since we only have about 2 months left of John Cena after this fact, he's obviously probably going to be moving on. So, the last singles match they had was SummerSlam 2014 when there was was that not the last singles match they had?
No, the last singles match was Night of Champions 2014,
Oh
which
yeah, that was
ended in a DQ, but then they had that triple threat at the Royal Rumble in
with
2015.
with Seth involved. Yeah, I mean, even also, all of them. You got like Brock murdered him with like 16 suplexes on the last actual finish of a match, singles. So yeah, John Cena is his retirement tour. He probably asked for Brock to come back for the match, and so I can't really see what else Brock will do after. So yeah, Cena.
Yeah, okay. 2 with John Cena and Sab with Brock Lesnar. Okie dokie. Quite a predictable PLE, but I'm glad to see there was a little different variation in the main event match here. Before we go, any other matches you think may happen? I think maybe, just maybe, we might get Jade, Nia Jax, and Tiffany Stratton. Maybe after what happened last night on SmackDown. Maybe that'll get announced next week. We'll see. No tag team matches, which is disappointing to say. I mean, tag team title matches. Um, no US or IC title defense. But yeah, we said this in Clash of Paris, didn't we, dear Boyd? Obviously, with the smaller PLE 5, 6 matches, it's impossible to have every single title defended, apart from maybe SummerSlam and WrestleMania. So yeah, lads, thank you all. Again, it's been a pleasure. So the 3 of us will be back. What's the next PLE? Is it Crown Jewel? Let me check.
Think it is.
We've got NXT No Mercy. Oh yeah, it's Crown Jewel in Perth in early October. Yeah, so the 3 of us will be back for Crown Jewel in Perth in early October-ish. So thank you all, lads, and we thank you for joining me as always. Hope you all enjoy Wrestle Palooza. Right, thanks, lads.
Cheers, boys.